Days of Our Lives picked up my option. Congratulations! I know.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best male friendships in live-action TV shows that left a lasting impression in pop culture. Be warned of possible spoilers ahead.
I like you, Ted. Ted, I'm gonna teach you how to live.
Number 10. House and Wilson. House. With an ever-changing diagnostic team, deans of medicine, love interests, and patients, one relationship stood the test of time in House, that of the title character Gregory House and James Wilson.
Isn't that House's chicken?
Disgusting beasts. I don't know why I ever agreed to this bet.
So call it off.
And lose $20?
Highly codependent, their relationship has fallen into toxicity on occasion. However, their personalities provide the other with what they're lacking, like a yin and a yang of sorts.
To the victor of the spoils. Your bird recover okay?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, it was a long night. Next week, ferrets.
Wilson brings empathy, morals, and healthy expressions of emotions, while House brings excitement, intellectualism, and let's call it realisticness.
You dosed me.
Yes, I did. But only because you didn't trust me. Your best friend.
You could have killed me.
Even when the two have fallen out on occasion, it doesn't last. The final episode, with the two going on a road trip together leaving everything behind, perfectly encapsulates their relationship. Number 9. Chuck and Morgan. Chuck.
Okay, Chuck, you're watching more cable television than is healthy for a young man. Please, talk to me. What's going on?
Most friendships, if spy shenanigans were playing a heavy part in a person's life, would struggle to survive. But that was not the case with Chuck and Morgan. Growing up together, their BFF status seemed in doubt when Chuck had to hide his secret life. Yet Morgan did not give up on him and was eventually let into that life, for better or worse.
My best friend is a spy? This is unbelievable! It's the best news I've ever heard! Holy smokes, it makes perfect sense, too! Why we stopped hanging out and talking.
Chuck had experienced a lot of people leaving him, even his own parents, but Morgan was always a constant in his life. Love interests, deception, and near-death experiences were never enough to end this bromance. If anything, those uncertainties only made it stronger.
You're risking your life! No! I'm saving Morgan!
Number 8. Harvey and Mike. Suits.
I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not.
Mr. Spector will be right with you.
What started as a respectful yet typical boss-employee relationship with a dabble of deception soon began to blossom into a real friendship. And sharing pop culture references is only the half of it.
I feel like Michael Corleone in that scene where that fat guy teaches him how to shoot that gun.
While Harvey demonstrated the legal world to the unlicensed Mike and how to navigate it, he returned the favor by helping the boss learn humanity, which is a pretty good exchange. Still, the true test of their relationship was helping each other through their hardships.
Are you all right?
No.
When Harvey was in the thick of it with Donna, Mike was there. When Mike was struggling with grief, Harvey was there. If nothing else, you know you have a true BFF when they alone take the hit for a crime you're both responsible for.
Michael James Ross.
Yes?
You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit fraud.
Number 7. Jake and Charles. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Few moments in Brooklyn Nine-Nine are sweeter than Charles's reaction to Jake asking him to be his BM or best man.
Oh my God! Jake!
What do you say, bud? Will you be my BM?
Yes! Yes, a million times yes!
Charles Boyle is quite possibly the biggest hype man on TV after all, so there's no one better for the job. Not only did he talk Peralta up constantly, he also played a vital role in Jake and Amy's relationship, helped him through tough times, and above all, put his differences with peanut butter aside so that Jake could make the birth of his kid. It's not a one-way street either.
Then we bust him, and we'll be done with plenty of time before Nikolaj wakes up.
Nikolaj.
Jake supported Charles through his divorce and other breakups, became godfather to his son, and always looked out for him when it counted. They're both completely silly in their own ways, but also have enough room to be sincere when they need to.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks for having my back.
You don't have to thank me. I've always got your back.
Number 6. Danny and Joey. Full House and Fuller House.
Okay, let's settle this like we used to in the old days. Arm wrestling.
From childhood besties to adult besties, it's hardly necessary to prove the bond between these two. Still, Joey's love for Danny can be read in one singular instance alone: Pam's passing. Joey uprooted his life, moved into their home, and helped co-raise the Tanner girls.
And you were there when I needed to have somebody help me take care of my kids. I can never repay you for that.
You never need to.
Danny, meanwhile, rebuilt the garage to give Joey a space all his own. The respect, camaraderie, and admiration these two have for one another is always palpable.
Yeah, it's because we make a great team.
I guess that's why we've stayed friends for 19 years. 4 months and 3 days.
Due to Joey's close relationship with the family, he becomes an honorary uncle to the kids, securing his bond with the family forever. Number 5. Dean and Castiel, Supernatural.
Gus.
Beyond the Winchester brothers, there's not a longer-lasting and more impactful friendship than that between Dean and the angel Castiel. So much so that some fans have been clamoring for the duo to take things to the next level with Destiel.
Although we do explore the nature of Destiel in Act 2.
Sorry, what?
Oh, it's just subtext.
While Kaz's feelings were strongly alluded to in the finale, the two have, at the very least, stood the test of time as BFFs. By the time the angel became a mainstay in the show, it didn't take very long at all for Dean's influence to rub off on him.
Also FBI?
You can only be stuck in purgatory with someone for so long before you create a lifelong bond. Number 4. Shaun and Gus, Psych.
Oh, why you always get to sit in the front?
I called shotgun.
No, you did.
Shotgun.
Usually, your childhood best friend is a distant memory when you reach adulthood, but not when it comes to Shaun and Gus.
Talking away, I don't know what I ought to say, I'll say it anyway. Slowly learn that life is okay.
If you believe the former, they were friends from the womb. Even joining Shaun as a reluctant crime-solving partner and regularly getting into mortal danger as a result isn't enough to send Gus packing. In fact, if you want an idea of how much Shaun cares for Gus, just look at the mountain of nicknames he's given him over the show's history. Nothing says "I love you, bro" quite like a nickname. The duo complements each other so well. Even with their bickering, the love between Gus and Shaun is clear to see.
Whoa. No calls either.
Gus, don't be a rabid porcupine. This is just another knockoff of the other knockoff of the original knockoff of that other show.
Number 3. Troy and Abed, Community.
Troy and Abed's new apartment!
Considering the other characters regularly mention the very close friendship between Troy and Abed, you know it's a big deal. Sometimes, it's like the two only have eyes for each other, and no one else exists in the world.
Conflicts like these will ultimately bring us together as an unlikely family. You have horrible breath right now.
Whether they're hosting housewarmings, doing their Troy and Abed in the morning skits, or expressing their quirky creativity, their admiration for each other can get intense. But it's absolutely heartwarming too. When Troy dipped out of Community partway through season 5, we tragically lost a lot of Abed's character as a result. They completed each other, man.
And 3, 2, 1.
Troy and Abed in the morning!
Number 2. Joey and Chandler, Friends.
So, which one is mine? Whichever one you want, man. Whichever one you want. Not that one.
Not all bromances start off intensely. Often, like in real life, it's a slow burn until you find that something special that clicks. For Joey and Chandler, that was Baywatch.
Wow, look at them run.
They do that a lot.
After that magical connection, the rest was history. Chandler offered what all struggling actors need: financial security by paying both the bills and Joey's acting classes. But on top of that, he often acted as Joey's emotional support and kept him grounded.
You used my toothbrush. Oh, that was only because I used the red one to unclog the drain. Mine is the red one.
In return, Joey, as the more socially approachable of the two, helped Chandler come out of his shell, especially in the romance department. When the other did wrong, they were quick to showcase their remorse and try to make amends. And that shows incredible strength and love for each other. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Nick and Schmidt, New Girl. The cookie scene alone was enough to resonate with fans.
She just got me a cookie?
Yeah, I was thinking about you.
What do you mean you were thinking about me?
What do you mean? I don't know. I was thinking about you. Thinking about you a lot, bro.
Why?
Kirk and Spock, Star Trek, the original series. The two icons of Star Trek should clash, yet they complement each other perfectly.
Mr. Spock, the guard did a very professional job on my back. I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry.
Yes, of course, Captain. You realize that the aim will, of course, be very crude.
I don't care if you hit the broadside of a barn. Just hurry, please.
Howard and Raj, The Big Bang Theory. Bordering on unhealthy at some points, the love between these two was clear.
Bring it in, spaceman. You've been cleared for landing.
Corey and Shaun, Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. After Shaun saved Corey as a kid, the two were inseparable.
It's always been you and me. It's you and me now, and it's gonna be you and me forever.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. JD and Turk, Scrubs. Within the first episode's opening minutes, the tone of JD and Turk's everlasting friendship was featured prominently. The two Scrubs legends are seen as a prime example of tearing down toxic masculinity and showing it's okay for guys to demonstrate their platonic love for each other openly.
Anyway, I just came to check up on you. See how you're doing.
Ask him to move in again. You know, Turk, the offer still stands if you want to...
Dude, I already took the keys out your bag.
I love you.
After all, they've had musical numbers, flashbacks, and speeches to showcase their mutual adoration. JD and Turk made each other better, not just professionally, but also as people.
Well, I think it's okay to be scared.
I need you to tell me that every once in a while, man.
He needs me?
With real life imitating art, Donald Faison and Zach Braff became really good friends off-screen, continuing their excellent chemistry IRL. There isn't a better bromance in TV history. Now that we've done live action, who do you think has the best bromance in animated shows? Let us know in the comments.
You should have told me. We did the class by friends. I would have straight up helped you get your son back.
What? Why? You barely know me.
Yo, we played 9 hours of cards together.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.